Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Padelapone. I am on Rift, as y'all can see. About to jump into my 30 dwarf cleric, level up a little. As y'all saw from my first WoW video, I am playing WoW now. I'm actually trying to start my YouTube account up and get a little partnership going. I have a friend who also wants to help, and if we do get a YouTube partnership and get our videos up and going, we will definitely do some fun stuff. PvP, dungeons, raids, whatever y'all want, we'll do. We're here for the fans and no one else. So I'm here in Rift. Sorry, I almost butt-pwned getting in here. I'm on Wolfsbane, just let everybody know. Guardian, always flagged. Let's see. That's what I want to do. That's right. I heal mostly, and it's most likely it, because it's all you can ever flag for when you're a cleric is healing or tank. So we're gonna do a foul cascade. Give y'all a foul cascade video, and don't forget, I am starting up my YouTube account, so like, favorite, comment, sub, do what you gotta do. And it looks like they've already started. So run out to them, give a little shout out to them. It did not defeat the first abomination though. Oh, looks like they did a little sideline trick here. If I can remember how to do this. No. Fail. Epic fail. So. Coming here, we got the looking for group cooldown. That's what that is. Okay. So, if you're new to Rift, this is it. Rift is a new MMO that came out beginning of this year, end of last year, and it centers around two factions, just like World of Warcraft. You have the Guardians, which is what I am, who fight for the Vigil, who fight for the good, the righteous, you know, whatever else you want to call it. And then you have those other side, Defiant, who fight for the machines. What they fight for. They're machine oriented, they're resurrections, while the Guardians are lifted souls from the Vigil. Now, the difference between Rift and World of Warcraft, and I'm not going to get too big into this because a lot of people like to flame on this topic, is the simple fact that Rift can, in layman's term, crap monsters from the sky. I actually heard somebody say that. And, so basically it's it, you spawn a rift, which is that thing, it's a death rift, and from them rifts, mobs will spawn, and you go through stages, you defeat the rifts, and you get rewards, playing a rank, one of them which is rift cash, which is this stuff right here, which I don't have very much of. And you can use that to buy gear, to buy gear, mounts. What they have in here is planar focuses. To buy sigils. So just buy different things with them. Now, another thing that's different is if collectibles like artifacts, which you collect the full set. You get a tier. Now with this tier, you can buy things. And books. Books. Now I'm not too sure. You collect them, you read them, whatever. But they also have the new wardrobe system with the initiated companions, titles. Profession, your stat window, and your character window. Now I am a dwarf, as you can see, epic dwarf, and the racial dwarf is Miracle of Hammernail, which is 20% water resistant, and density, which I can fall twice as far as any of these people right here. Now this is just a random group. Nothing too big, nothing too fancy. But the dungeon system, as you can see, is made up of randoms. Now this is all the way until 50. And when you hit 50, you have random tier 1. Now instead of WoW, where it's like you have 85 level 85 dungeons, and then you have 85 heroics. You have tier 1s and tier 2 dungeons. And these are just dungeons, they're not even the raids. Okay? Then you get these plaques that you buy gear from. You can be able to do, you know, tier 2 and then raids, tier 1 raids and tier 2 raids and tier 3 raids. Now as you see support. Now in World of Warcraft, the support class would be the, let's say, the druid, the off healer, the mage buffer, or something like that. That's the off healer. And this off healing class is the bard. The bard is actually been more traversed to actually, they have a resurrection spell now, so they've been more pushed towards being a heavy healer as well, so they've increased. Now in this dungeon there's 4 bosses, and in the tier 1 there's 6, there's 2 extra bosses in this. It's just like WoW. You run through and you run through and you kill bosses, get loot, complete dungeons. But at the end of these randoms, just like in WoW, you get platinum, then you get a cash item. Well, you get a cash item right here. Well, instead of the WoW cash item, where it's gay as hell, you get the same item 10 million times. We've done that already. You actually get different items. So this is the second boss, and I'm actually gonna dot her up a little bit here. And as you see, I have a very large supply of mana. I don't run out very often, and when I do, it is not a very big, because I am a potion maker. It's not very hard for me to get mana back. And the second boss, he drops, ooh, that, which is actually good for me. Need. So, there's my first piece of gear. Hopefully, I have this dungeon since I've started doing this dungeon, and it looks like I did not win at all. That kind of sucks. The tank got it, and it's not even tank gear. Whatever, you know, shit happens. Now, this cleric. I'm actually for my souls, as they call it. I'm a Sentinel Pure Warden. I'm 30 Cent, 8 Pure, 2 Warden. And this is by far the best healing class that I've ever come into. I have an AoE healer, which is my level 3, but he's not AoE yet. He's my level 50 raid healer. And then I have a DPS class. And eventually I will get a tanking class. But that's going to be far off into the future when I actually feel like tanking, because the bosses on this game are actually really hard to tank. So hopefully this does not come out to be an epic fail run like the last two were. Ah, look at there. They attacked something they weren't supposed to. Bad people. Now, the healing class, I have to say, is actually the easiest class to employ, because you just stand there and you click a button anywhere. That's it. And whether they're close or they are far, you will get them. I'm gonna dust this guy up, find it hit. Sorry, the bard here, who is being our support, doing a very nice job. And there's the epic level. That's the epic level up here. Now, if you happen to be new to MMOs, which I hope you're not, you don't here, but MMO stands for role-playing RPG. Massive multimedia online RPG, which is role-playing game. I kind of screwed up there, the first part, but that's what it means. And so now I leveled, nobody scratched. This game's really self-centered. It makes you really self-centered. So it's kind of hard to take apart somebody else when you're leveling fast. And then you see just by standing there, I'm back up to full mana. You say I'm back up to full mana, which is just awesome. And I can actually take a lot of hits, which makes clerics optimal healers over mages. Yes, mages can be healers. They're called chloromancers. We don't have a mage with us. There's a little rogue heal for you. Sorry, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:30 actually, and exhausted. Now, my bags are pretty much empty. This is my tanking mace and shield that I acquired. That's actually, I shouldn't have, but who cares. So we're headed up to the third boss now, and the third boss is actually really tricky. The third boss, okay, it's a more complicated fight, and you see the first two bosses, they're pretty standard. You saw the second boss, links to the next highest aggro person, and just unloads a crazy wallop of damage on them. So it does considerably a nice tick out of you, but the first boss, it's a 3-part boss actually. It's Madden Verse, and it's an old hag standing in the middle, surrounded by a melee and a caster. Now the melee has a very heavy cleave. The caster comes out first. The caster comes out and she has a blink effect as well that hurts like a mother. Okay, once you get her down to half health, the melee guy, the cleave guy, will come out and he has a very hard cleave. Everybody should stand right behind him. Everybody should already be behind this spellcaster anyways.